Bienvenidos, beautiful souls. This reading is for my Pisces sun, moon, and rising signs. Welcome back or welcome in if this is your first time. We're going to be getting into your general collective message for the month of December. I do invite you to take a deep inhale here. To anchor into this reading, center your energy, call in your higher self, your spiritual counsel, your angels, your guides, to bring you any clarity, confirmation, or divine intervention for this space. And exhale in perfect love and perfect trust, knowing that whatever messages are shared here is a generalized message. So if something does not resonate with you, just connect with your spirit guides, your spiritual team, to give you any clarification or for them to divinely intervene in removing that energy out of your psyche so that you are not subjected to it. Let's get into it. We're going to do a Celtic cross, as I was feeling super guided for everyone this month. So I'm just going to shuffle it one more time for my Pisces, sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I do feel like things are going to be a little like hectic in the beginning of the month, but overall, you'll be moving forward into a more successful place. So the first card is your present situation. The second card is any challenges or obstacles that may need to be overcome in this present moment. The third card is the past. The fourth card is the near future. The fifth card is your consciousness. What are you conscious of? The sixth card here is your subconscious mind or any hidden forces or underlying motives. The seventh card here is what do other people think that are connected to these situation, scenario, your environment. Just fixing the cards here. Any hopes and fears. And then usually the fourth card goes right above, but because of space, we're going to put the final outcome here. Now, towards the end, I'm going to just fix the light a bit. Towards the end, I am going to pull some angel cards. So just because I was feeling guided to pull some angel cards for everyone in the collective as well. So we're going to get started with your first card, your presence energy. Oh, Pisces, right out the back, you have divine intervention and protection coming in with the Ace of Wands, really giving you a time to connect with your spirit, with your soul here. I wouldn't be surprised if you're feeling called to do more journaling at this time. There could definitely be just a heightened sense of creativity and energy that's coming through after like some time of like deep rest or grievance. Nonetheless, here you're coming into a space of like self-realization and coming into a space of like learning and knowing how to like hone into your spiritual power. So I really like that. Let's see here, what are the challenges? King of Cups. Okay, so Ace of Wands is definitely masculine energy also, and the King of Cups here being in the challenging position here or an obstacle. I still feel really positive with this energy, to be honest. I feel like there's a lot of supports with the masculine energies around you, or maybe this is just your internal masculine energy that is like stepping up at this time to get things done, get things moving here. And remember how I was feeling like that recognition at this time? This is like spiritual awareness of your emotions. So like emotional intelligence, emotional regulation, clarity when it comes down to how you want to navigate with your waters and emotions. And because this is like an obstacle or a challenge, this could be that maybe either your inner masculine is fighting some of the emotions that's coming up from your divine feminine energies, or wanting to make like more logical sense of this emotions as opposed to just like feeling it through. Or this could just be like the men around you may be going through like a DNA upgrade, a spiritual upgrade that is requiring them to really step into their creative side, their emotional side, the fluidity and the currency of energy within their being here. Maybe some of their emotions are feeling challenged. So maybe somebody can, maybe there's a masculine if you're in a relationship, or you are the man in this relationship, and maybe you're just feeling like, there's a lot of things that you have to get done, but energetically in your emotions, you may be feeling triggered. So let's just see here, past energy, the sun. Ooh, I like this. Okay, yep. That's that spiritual awakening and the awareness and the vitality that I'm feeling. There's definitely a lot of masculine energy coming up in your reading, Pisces. So this could very much, you could be a man that's listening to this, or this could very much just be pertaining to the masculine energy as a whole. And this tells me that like you may be reminiscing on the past, on the good times, and feeling like you have a lot to get done, and maybe struggling with some emotions here, struggling to vocalize something that is absolutely necessary to address and confront, but maybe there's somebody's like feelings that you don't really want to hurt, or there's some sort of need to like dive deeper into self reflection for self-realization in regards to certain emotions, because maybe you're being a little bit, I felt that like it could be a little bit too logical and too masculine, to the point where it's maybe not receiving a lot of grace, or it's a little bit manipulative and controlling, and just not as joyful. So maybe just a little tether to like it's taking extra work to just feel that joy, that happiness, that energy. Now we are in the winter season though, so it's normal that people start to feel a little bit more tired and depleted, or restless, or even not as hopeful, but that's a challenge here. And overall there's a lot of divine masculine support here. Let's see the near future. In the near future. So feeling trapped, feeling stuck. I feel like this could be maybe pertaining to like your work environment, or just like getting in your head. Like I said, there could be fears, even though this is not about fears, this is the near future. You could just be feeling stuck, feeling like that there's certain changes that you want to make, but not knowing how to make them. Whereas maybe earlier in the year or a few weeks ago, you had a lot more clarity and you felt prepared, but you didn't realize that maybe something was going to come up to trigger you on a very deep level of your soul's awakening here. And you're really fighting through your ego. You're fighting through how to move forward with your feminine energies here. This is the trap when you're not listening to your intuition, or you're ignoring your feminine energies here. You just maybe in a like karmic cycle. This could be ancestral also, or even like self-sabotaging like thoughts. Not so much habits, but more like thoughts. Like you could be maybe being a little bit stubborn, or doing things that is really more like taking away from your soul's truth and essence, and putting you into a space where like you're letting lower energies overpower you. So let's see here what's in your consciousness. The Two of Cups. Wow. Yeah, this could be pertaining to a relationship. Maybe some of y'all are feeling consciously, that you've grown your lover, right? You want to be in a very joyful experience of love, but maybe you just feeling trapped in certain like circumstances when it comes down to your unions, when it comes down to your connections. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but I kind of do see where it is a romantic relationship. So this could be like certain like burdens or cycles or fears that's getting in the way of you actually like going into deep healing here. And you're like really thinking about who can I trust, who can I energetically reciprocate energy with and exchange here. Maybe you're reevaluating how it is that you love or express your love languages. Let's see here what's in the subconscious mind. Yep. A battle of the egos. There could be some comparison. There could be some competition. Maybe, you're comparing yourself to others. This could be like, maybe you see certain friendships, operating in a certain way, but you see that those people may not be operating the same way with you. And you're like, oh, word. And you're comparing yourself to them, but you are not them. You are you. So it's almost like you are trapping yourself and being a thief of joy to yourself in the spaces that could be very harmonious, in a space that it could be very collaborative and unified, but you may be letting like past traumas get in the way subconsciously, putting you in a space of like self-sabotaging tendencies. So let's see here what others think. Okay, hermit mode. Others may be thinking, it's time for you to really go into deep soul searching. They could be thinking that maybe it's time for you to rest. Maybe they think you're a lost soul. Some people may be just thinking that you're a lost soul. They could be thinking that you may need some healing, or it's time for you to get some like psychological or spiritual help and guidance here. And so let's see here what's in your environment. Yeah. So there could be some religious beliefs or like abandonment issues, rejection issues, neglect here. There could be a thing of like feeling outcasted, and maybe some of your thoughts are a little bit either like distorted or just your way of thinking is different from others. And so others could have different like spiritual or religious views than you, and that's where you feel outcasted. Or you're just like working through the space of like denial, having to heal that. Or maybe there's a lot of like people just rejecting you in your environment, are not really showing you love. People are being cold. They are, and that may be getting you to subconsciously self-sabotage here, and trap yourself in this egoic mind space because the people around you aren't even like on your energetic level, but you're calling in like, you're calling in equal partnership and reciprocation in all areas, healthy, meaningful connections in your life here. And so this here we have are like your hopes or your fears, and this is the Page of Swords. And so you may be hoping that you get some sort of communication coming through. This could be from like a loved one, but this could also be like that watcher energy. So maybe you have a fear of being stalked, or maybe you are a stalker because you have some fears in you that is self-sabotaging you into a space to like watch somebody, whether it's on like social media or it's, following them or something. And I don't know why I'm picking up that stalker energy, but that can be like, it could be just watching somebody else's page on social media, because you have some fears, and that those fears are causing you to like get into this depleting and draining energy that's siphoning your own life source energy here, that's keeping you in a trapped mind where you are comparing, or you're getting stuck with old tendencies and habits here. But you're hoping, it's like you're trying to study a situation or you're trying to move forward, but some of your fears is there, but your fears are also motivating your hopes, right? It's that hope for you to find what it is that you are looking for. You are definitely in a searching period of your soul. So let's see here, what is the final outcome? Wow, we have the Five of Cups. So yeah, somebody here very much could be fighting a depression. Maybe they are in a functioning depressive type energy. Maybe there's like certain like addiction issues that may be going on here also. With the Five of Cups here, there's a lot of grief. There's that death transformation. So you can still be like in your shedding season here, needing more rest, getting into deep space of asking your soul what it is that your soul wants you to know right now. You could have been more in tune with your soul, but maybe right now your ego and your fears are keeping you trapped in some sort of mental loop. Let's see here what the angels have to say for you here for my Pisces sun, moon, and rising sign. What angelic advice or messages want to come through? There we go. Look at take back your power. I feel that. Take back your power. Use your God-given gift and power and intentions to manifest blessings in your life. And we have breathe with Archangel Raphael. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Pisces, your message was the most straightforward and clear and direct reading that I did so far for all the zodiac signs. So may this serve you for your highest and greatest good. Please remember to take deep, slow breaths. I love you. And may all your hardships be resolved for your highest and greatest good and the highest and greatest good of all involved. Until next time, peace.